This meeting is being recorded.
All right, this meeting is being recorded. Good morning. Thanks, Jason. As Jason mentioned, so we're going to talk about three kind of main parts of our technology platform that you have access to as a connection of Wella, being a part of the Wella umbrella. Two of them you've probably heard of or potentially even used or have experience with. The third one is something new that I'm pretty excited about, that hopefully will be helpful for you and for your practice. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. The first one that we're going to talk about I should ask, can you see my screen? Everybody good? Can you see my? You can see the Wella website?
That's right.
Awesome. So the new platform, tech platform that is available to you, we are calling WellaNet. This is it's not necessarily an intranet, but it is a place that you will have access to as a Wella advisor, where you can find documents, recordings of trainings, fact finders, PDFs, things that, get emailed out to you. And you say, oh man, I can't remember who sent that, or when did that come, and where did I save that, and did I save it, or whatever. Everything is now going to be housed in one place so that you can access it at any time that you need. You don't have to reach out and ask for it to be resent. You don't have to search through your files on your computer. Everything will be right there. So for your sake, so you don't have to memorize an additional website, we have linked to it from our main Wella website. So just go to wellafinancial.com. You'll get to our main Wella website. And then over here in the top right is a little person icon. Bigger. This little person icon up in the top right, that's how you're going to be able to access this site. Oh, it automatically logged me in, but you will get to this page. Every one of you will get your own login. I hate to have you memorize an extra password, but it's just going to be something easy for you to remember. Mostly just so the general public doesn't have access to all of this stuff. So let's just dive in and I'll do a little demo. Anybody can feel free to chime in with questions. I'm probably going to be talking a lot today, but feel free to ask questions at any point, and we will address those. So when you first log in, this is the main screen that you're going to get to. It's going to show you kind of the most recent files that have been added. At this point, since we're still kind of launching it and bringing it out, I'm kind of adding things as, as needed, or as I think of them. Going forward, this will probably be a good way for you to identify what are the most recent things that have been added. What are some potentially, new topic ideas that we might recommend that you take a look at. But if you want to just look at all the files up here in the left side next to our Wella logo, here is this files button. So you can just click on files, and this will take you to all of our files that we have available for you. So you can change your view however you want it to be. You can have it be folders, you can have it list out, whatever is easiest for you. So just a couple things that I want to call out make you aware of. So for example, let's say that you're looking for a video about the infinite banking concept. You know that Brent did that series a couple weeks ago. He ended late March. But you're just looking for something about infinite banking. You have the ability to go through the specific folders. You can look for specific IBC things within the folders, or this search feature up here in the top, the magnifying glass. You can just click that and type in IBC. And so a bunch of different options will pop up here that you can just go right to. All right, here are all the videos that Brent did during those 5 sessions. You can just click on the link and it'll take you right to that video. Maybe.
Good to be back, everyone.
There he is.
Yeah, great to be here with you all. I'm excited for today's session.
That's the search feature. You saw the videos. Another thing that I'll call out here is every week for our idea of the weeks, we send out the recording. Everything that's it's recorded is then housed on our Wella YouTube channel. All of that is right here. So I think, yeah, so even if you just type in video in the search, that'll take you right there. And then you can just click here and this will take you to our channel with all of our training videos. Other kind of features or things you could do, you can add, what did I do? You can add favorites. So if you access something pretty regularly and you want to be able to have it easily accessible, there it is. You can save it as a favorite and then access it really quickly. Say that one of these, you just want to have this, you're going to use this regularly, you want to have it available, you want to save it. You have the ability to download and save each of these documents for yourself. So you can just click this download. And so now you can just save this as a PDF on your desktop. You can print it out, have it in your office, whatever. Pretty self-explanatory, I would say. I don't know where everything just went. That's concerning. But any questions at this point?
I have one, and I think it's because I came in late. I'm sorry about that. How do you sign in? What is your username and password? Do you create one?
Yep. So I'll create a username and password for everyone. It'll just be your email address. And then I'll send you your password. It's just going to be Wella Financial One.
So we'll all have the same password.
Yes.
Cool.
Mostly for my ease. So if anybody forgets their password, it's the same. So Juanita, the way that so you don't have to memorize a new website. We just have it linked from our main Wella website. So you can just go to wellafinancial.com and then up in the top right, click on this little person icon and it'll take you right to that website.
Can I change my password if I wanted to?
Sure.
Okay. But don't forget it then.
Yeah.
What if I have something that I think is really should be on there? I'm always asking you for it and I don't see it. And I have a suggestion. Hey, can we put this on the Wellanet?
Yeah. Totally open to that. Send it over to me. You yourself won't have the ability to add stuff. But yeah, if you have something that you think should be added on there that you're going to access regularly or other people might need, yep, send it over to me and we will get that on there.
So you are the Wellanet master. Got it.
And Colleen, just to get an idea, when, and I know this is putting kind of deadline for you, when do we will have our user IDs ready to go to sign in?
By end of day today.
Oh my God, thank you so much. You are the best.
You're welcome.
And that Wella Financial is all lower letters or there is capital there?
All lowercase.
Lowercase.
I'll send it to you in an email.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Once everybody's access is set up, I will send something out and say, hey, here's how you access it. Here's your username and password. Go look around.
Hey, Colleen, one additional thing. So the main impetus for creating this through Colleen and her vision for such a thing was really to service all of us as a team and make things easier for us. There is a way in which it creates more efficiency in communication where maybe people like Colleen and others don't always have to be contacted for specific documents. So, I mean, it's helpful operationally that way, but it's mainly for everyone's benefit to be able to quickly go out and obtain whatever it is that they need. So in addition to giving ideas for a specific document that should be added, I would just encourage everybody to also share ideas for like a set of things. For instance, a type of a folder or a menu of things that you think would be really advantageous to kind of either have on here in the first place, or maybe specifically bundled together in a one-stop folder for some kind of a reason. So we encourage you to think that way as well.
Yes, awesome. Thank you, Jason. Part of what prompted me to have this is OneSource Online, the One America portal, just has a lot of information on there. But if you don't necessarily know where it is or know where to go find it, it's somewhat hard to find. And so I have kind of tried to take some of that as well. So like in this underwriting folder, here's where you can get what I think are, you know, necessary or important or helpful things in the accelerated underwriting process. So yeah, if you have a group or a topic or a folder that you think would be helpful, absolutely send those over as well. Other thoughts or questions? I will also tell you, you don't have the ability to upload or add things yourself. However, you do have the ability to share things. So say, for example, you know, Jason Van Pembroke, somebody on your team is asking for the new agent bonus information. How do I know what's happening with new agent bonus? How much can I get? And Jason says, I know I've seen that. I'm not really sure where that is, but I'm going to send that over to you. So I can find this new agent bonus. You will have the ability, you will have the ability to share it. You can type in a person in here. So if Jason wants to send it over to Jeff Drucker, sorry, Jeff, you haven't been created yet, but they'll show up there and then this can get shared with Jeff. You can save a link And then you can just email this over to Jeff so that he can access it himself. Obviously, whoever you're sharing it with needs to have their own account here. So you can't share this with just somebody off the street, but somebody within Wella that has access to this. This is how you can easily share things without necessarily having to download, save a PDF, attach it, etc.
This is awesome.
Cool. All right, any other thoughts, questions about Wellanet? All right. So that is Wellanet. That's our first technology platform that we're gonna adopt and really move forward with and start using. The second technology platform that we wanted to cover today, a lot of you, not a lot, some of you have probably used, accessed, taken advantage of a CRM, client relationship manager. And in our industry, in our career, a CRM, a way to manage your clients, manage your business, manage your time is crucial. And getting into the world of comprehensive planning versus transactional planning, this is going to be even more crucial. And so as a part of Wella, you have access to a client relationship manager. There are so many CRMs out there. Most of you have probably heard of Salesforce. You've possibly heard of or used Redtail or Smart Office or I don't know. There are just so many different CRMs out there, ranging from free to, I don't know, thousands of dollars. I think Salesforce is thousands of dollars. But as part of Wella, you will have access to HubSpot for free, no charge to you. We get you access to that, and then you have the ability to upload your clients. Nobody else can see your clients. You're the only one. You know, Jason can't see Juanita's clients. Juanita can't see Brandon's clients. You will have access to your clients only. So we really encourage you to utilize HubSpot to really take advantage of what's available to you. As with any software system, there are just an insane number of capabilities that can be done. I would really encourage you, focus on something small, start small first, really get to know the system, really get to know kind of the baseline of what you can do. Otherwise, you'll just get too overwhelmed. I even find that with HubSpot, there are things that's just, why would you ever need to do that? But it makes sense for some practices. So with that said, if you don't have access to HubSpot, you can reach out to me and ask me to set you up with an account, and we will get that opened up for you. So I just want to go through a couple of things really quickly. Make this larger. Just to kind of give you a preview or a taste of what a CRM can do, and specifically what HubSpot can do. So the main thing that I would recommend that you use a CRM for, that you utilize HubSpot for, is a place to store all your contacts. So we have a template spreadsheet that actually is housed here on our Wellanet that you can access. Oops. This spreadsheet is right here. You can start. Oh, sorry, it opened in my other window. you can start inputting as much or as little information as you have into a spreadsheet. And then we can upload it into HubSpot so that you have access to your clients. So a few things that I just want to call out. Once you have your clients in here, and you can do this upload as many times as you want. If you say, I don't have 150 people right off the bat, that's completely fine. You have 15 people, great. Let's start with that and let's get those 15 people in there and have you start using this. A week later, if you have 15 additional people, great, let's get those 15 in there. Don't feel like you have to finalize your spreadsheet. You have to get everybody before you can do anything. You can do it piecemeal as needed. You can also do one-offs. I'll show you how to do that in a little bit, but for probably any more than 5, I would say you'll want to use a spreadsheet and upload. So once you have your clients in here, I just want to call out a couple capabilities that you have and a couple ways that you could utilize this. So I have my client, Steve Young. I have imported him in here. So everything that I put in the spreadsheet has now populated into his client record here. Is that large enough? Can you see that?
Yeah.
These can be, I don't necessarily want to say editable, but they can. So as a group, as Wella, we have the ability to kind of change these or edit these. So if you have a specific thing that you say, I'm always tracking this for my clients, I want this front and center, let me know and I can add that to the view here. So one thing that I know a lot of people use or could use is maybe how you met them or how you know them. So we've added a filter, I guess it's called, no, a category for something that you could add in here. So you could sort by all the people that you met at a networking event on April 20th. So then you could pull a report and reach out to all those people. More detail wise, you'll see here in the middle section, this is kind of where you're going to get, or where it's going to store, you know, the news feed, for lack of a better word, of your client. So these are all the activities that have happened for my client, Steve Young. So we can see on April 28th, that's when his record got created. Later that morning, I saw him walking down the street. I added a note in there. And so that when I follow up with him, I can ask him, hey, I saw you were limping. What's going on? Are you good? Great. Adding notes is super easy. So I added a note that things have changed in his life. He's had a recent life event. I want to make sure that I reach out to him. This doesn't get lost in the thoughts of my head. It doesn't get lost in, you know, paper all over my desk, a Post-it. This is right here, and I'm not going to have to remember it because we're going to create a task. So in 3 business days and 1 week, you can make it whatever you want it to be. On May 18th, I want to be reminded that Steve got married and we need to talk to him about potentially updating insurance needs. I want to be reminded of that. So I'm going to save that, and it's going to save the task as well. And so on May 18th, I'm going to get an email that says, hey, reach out to Steve. Don't forget, he got married. You were going to talk to him about updating his plans. So that's one kind of simple way that I think, or that I envision us using this, of us incorporating this into our practice so that we can really move more towards a comprehensive comprehensive planning vision versus, you know, I sold I sold term to this person. I'll never talk to him again. That's all right. That's done. This is just a great way to really streamline your business, get things out of your head so that you can focus on what you need to focus on. Have the software remind you. Don't be worried that you're going to have to remind yourself.
Hey, Colleen, real quick, to that point, I think that's fantastic. Really, from a comprehensive planning standpoint, for our clients that are active in our network, we should always have at least one task at all times listed for them. So if it's somebody that we're not necessarily active with, we're not prospecting, or we're not working on a case, then that task is probably going to be the flag to set up their 6-month review meeting. If it's a prospect, it's when's the next time you're going to make that reach out to that particular person so that you're aware of your strategy of timing. You know, if it's somebody that's in process with you on a case, then obviously it can be a whole number of things, or even just demographical updates and things like that Colleen just illustrated. But that is really freeing when you operate that way. And this is what this tool can do. So it's not just tracking contact information, it's actually helping you manage your relationship, hence the CRM thing.
Yeah, totally agree. Again, I don't want to get too far into the weeds here into showing you all the capabilities, just because it can be overwhelming. But one other thing that I wanted to show you that is available with HubSpot, and I think will be something that you guys will utilize or will be really helpful for you, is their phone app. So they have an app on their phone. And sorry, I know there's a way to share phone on Zoom, but I'm not that technologically advanced. So we're just going to go like this. So we can look at, I'm opening up my HubSpot app on my phone. Everything, all of my contacts are in here. So everybody that has been uploaded into my HubSpot, I have access to on my phone. I don't necessarily have to be sitting at my computer. I don't have to be in my office. I can take all of this with me. Where I think that it will be most useful for you, we talked about these tasks, we talked about notes, we talked about the fact that you can log a call. You can search for a person in here. So I'm going to find, so I found Jason Van Pembroke in my HubSpot here. His phone number is already in here. His email is in here because it's set up in my account. Everything is in here. I want to call Jason. I don't want to have to search through my contacts. I don't want to add him necessarily to my phone contacts, but I want to give him a call or I want to send him a text. So I can just press, there's a call button. I can call Jason right now. It's telling me it's calling Jason. Sorry, Jason, I'm going to hang up on you. And so now once I've called, this is terrible. Sorry, I hope you can see something. I have the ability right there to click add a note. So I could click add a note, and then with my phone, I can dictate. So I can say, left Jason voicemail to call me back about updating beneficiaries. Save it. That is now in Jason's file. I can add it. I could have added that as a task if I wanted to follow back up with him. All that to say, there are a lot of capabilities. That is, I think, is a great one that will be really helpful.
So, and then if you brought him up on the screen here, because we're still looking at Steve Young, whatever you put in there, you dictated would be actually there.
There
Yeah.
it is.
Very cool. So the app on my phone is logging it into the whole, the system is syncing. I was able to do that, dictate it, and there it was.
Yep.
Can you go back to notes? And let's say I took a fact finder on Jason on paper. You know, we have these a financial snapshot, and I sat with him and I wrote in numbers, or he wrote in numbers. Can I scan it and then upload it to the system?
Sure can. So the way that you would do that is over here in this attachment section. So I have saved it to, you know, like you said, you did it on paper, you scanned it, you saved it to your computer. You would then just go here and upload, and then you can attach it right there, and there it would show up. So anytime you needed to access it, there it is right there in his record.
Nice.
See some chats. So again, all of you have the ability to have access to this. If you don't have access and would like it, reach out to me and I will get you an account set up. Ashley Conley is going to be a name that you should get to know. She is the one who is actually going to be doing the uploads. Once you have your spreadsheet, or you have a handful of people that you want to upload and get in here, that's where you're going to send that. I will get you introduced to her. Ashley.conley@wellafinancial.com. So be familiar with that name.
I'm curious from the group, and you can just put a number in the chat. We are all about the client acquisition game. You know, it's always about acquiring new clients, new people that I can approach on a weekly basis. So like Eric Essex was at a networking event today and there were 45 people there. Well, he's not going to put all 45 into his HubSpot. He might have only sat next to 2 of them, and one of them he realized, yeah, this is a person I want to follow up with. But what do you think in a practice is a good number to every week I want to add X number of people, not clients, X number of prospects to my HubSpot? What would be an achievable number that one could be striving for?
I guess I'll give the corporate answer, Dennis. In launch training, I put out the expectation of 5 new names a week. And so that's the conversation that we have with our new people, that it's an ongoing attempt.
Cool. I'm good with that number. Others have.
Andrea says 5 to 10. Brandon says agree with 5. Goal is 1,000 over 5 years. Dustin says 20. Jason 12.
Cool.
And that's great. How many of us are doing that? It's great to have a number in mind, but how many of us are getting close to the number?
I like 5. A person a day. I think that you know, win at 5, and then if that's easy, increase your own number.
Kristen makes a good point. An easy way to do that is just obtain business cards. I think about this when I go to the gym. I'm a member at an Anytime Fitness. So as you guys know, you can go to any Anytime Fitness in the country. With traveling around Chicago, I might work in a lunch workout wherever I'm at, and they always have a business card board. And I'm like, always tempted to take a picture of that and just put those names into my CRM. So it can be a business card that you have in your hand or something that you see at a business, but that's a great idea, Kristen.
Other questions on HubSpot for Colleen? Either unmute or put them in the chat, or really good ideas. Oh yeah, Dustin asked that already. Did you see that, Colleen?
Can you call clients via the app? Yes, you can. All right. No other questions about HubSpot? Let's move on to our third technology platform. Again, a lot of you have probably heard us talk about HPN, Hoopus Performance Network. Hoopus is, Dennis, what's the Hoopus history? So Harry Hoopus is in Chicago area.
Yeah, so Harry is a legend in this industry, literally a legend. Those of you who are part of Midwest Legacy, and Chris has asked you to read the One Card System. Probably the most famous person that came out of Northwestern Mutual was Al Granum. And Al Granum invented the One Card System, a prospecting system with a whole ratio of 10-3-1. The second most famous person from Northwestern is Harry Hoopus. And Harry was a general agent here in Chicago, practiced the One Card System, and just was just an icon, a leader, and built an incredibly strong financial services firm. And he just a magnificent personality. Anyway, and Harry's still alive. He's now retired, but it was his genius to build this system, which he said it is a system for financial advisors, built by financial advisors. So it is the best and the brightest, and little pieces of them on a particular topic. and so you will see all of these videos in here are people that practice, and not just from Northwestern Mutual. They're, I mean, from around the world, around the country, that practice financial services, and they speak on a particular topic. And our very own Chris Gandy is in this library, and it is just best practices. And what's cool is it is in Chicago, so their studios are still here up on the north side of Chicago, and they fly people in and will help them craft their message, and then film them expertly and edit it, and then put the video on this HPN, this Hoopus Performance Network. And what I absolutely love about them is it's short. So many of the videos, literally 5, 6, 8 minutes, something like that. So you can just, our attention spans are so short, and these are great. You can just, get into a routine or a rhythm of, I'm going to start my day with one of these, or I'm going out on a particular case. I have a disability case, and I need some verbiage around that. I need some thought process. I need good language and good questions and good ways to frame it. And I can go into their search engine and I can put in disability insurance, and I can have half a dozen people that I could pick or choose or watch or what have you. So yeah, it is, and we have access to this. It's an outstanding system, and I would say we have access to this because of our affiliation with One America. So One America subsidizes this. We pay into it as a firm, and then make it available to you. And as any company does, they'll always be looking to see, okay, is it getting used? Is it worthwhile? And so I always want to just kind of hold it out there and say, someday we may lose this because we're not, as a organization, using it enough. So Colleen will tell us how to access and how to navigate.
Yeah, so the short sum up, this is a video library. So if you don't even have a clue of what this is, never seen any, never heard of it, it's a video library. So Dennis was talking about just all the short videos that are available. There are multiple ways that you can access or search, or if you don't even know where to start, probably I would say that the best place to start is with these greatest hits. So when you get onto the front page, again, all of you should have access to this. If you don't, reach out to me and I'll get you set up. But on the main homepage, when you get in there, is the greatest hits. So 0 to 3 years, click on that, and that will bring you just a number of courses, videos that you can watch. So see, this one is 3 minutes and 18 seconds. That's probably too small. 3 minutes and 18 seconds, 6 minutes, 8 minutes. So these are all very relatively short for our short attention spans, and a great way to get going into utilizing this. There is so that was the 0 to 3, 3+ years. This is more prospecting and business development for when you've been in the industry a little bit longer. Dennis talked about the search feature. I would recommend that you use that as well. So up in the top here in this search button, so he talked about disability. If you just wanted to search all the options for videos about disability, there are 14. So again, it's a great tool. It's a great resource, but it's only as good as your utilization of it. Over on the left side here, these 3 parallel lines, this is kind of the menu. This is where you can see if you're not sure what to search, if you're not sure what you're looking for, you just want to see what's available. This is a great place to go. If you're looking for specific sales skills, you want some prospecting videos, you want to really tighten up your language around that. Here are videos specifically about prospecting. Here are videos specifically about fact finding, collecting a fact finder, what questions to ask. And again, as Dennis mentioned, these are videos done by our peers, people in our industry. These are not videos done from, somebody sitting in an ivory tower that has never been in your shoes before. These are people that have been in your seat. They've done what you do. And it's just a great way to, for them to share ideas, share learning, share language, and for us to take advantage of that. Leadership, if you need some motivation. There are a number of, with COVID, they came out with a number of videos about how you can make your practice more virtual friendly. Things like that. Again, same with HubSpot. You can get lost in here. You could spend hours just searching around and quote unquote wasting time. I would really encourage you, if you are going to utilize this, be intentional about it. Be intentional about what you are trying to accomplish, what you're trying to learn, and you're not just sitting here watching videos mindlessly. But it is an excellent resource that is available to you. And that's it for HPN. Thoughts, questions?
Regarding Hoopus Performance Network, as you can see, it can be a bit overwhelming to go into this land with everything that is available. And so one of the commitments that Dennis and Colleen and I have made recently is to try to help draw out key courses or key videos and try to build that into some of our launch training and things like that. So hopefully we can all kind of get a little more engaged in this great resource.
All right. That's all I had. Those are our top, not our top, those are 3 of our technology resources that you have access to as a Wella advisor. Questions on them, reach out to me. Like I said, with the WellaNet, I will get that stuff out today so that you can have access to that.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you. Thank you, Colleen. Good stuff.
Thank you. You got anything else, Jason?
No, I do not. We can sign off if you're good with that.
Cool.
See y'all later.
See ya.
See you later. Thank you.